It's time for the Larry H. Miller Utah Summer Games at Southern Utah University in Cedar City. Register today to participate in the 40th anniversary season of a Utah sports tradition at utahsummergames.org. Participate in over 50 sports around the state. Then plan to join the opening ceremonies Friday, June 5th, presented by State Bank of Southern Utah. Register today to participate in the 40th anniversary season of the Larry H. Miller Utah Summer Games. Looking for music that lifts your spirit and fills your heart? Experience the powerful sound of the Tabernacle Choir at Temple Square. Now streaming on all your favorite music platforms. Find the Tabernacle Choir on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, Amazon Music, and Pandora. Let the music of the Tabernacle Choir at Temple Square inspire you today and every day. Whether you're at home, in the car, or on the go, enjoy the beauty of their world-renowned sound anytime. The Tabernacle Choir at Temple Square, streaming now.
DJ and PK, it's 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone. And it is time for the question of the morning. The Knicks have won 12 consecutive playoff games, including 7 on the road. Can we recognize their greatness yet? No, for multiple reasons. One, the East sucks. Two, people don't like New York. Neither one of those deals directly with the question at hand, which is, hey, the Knicks look pretty good, don't they?
Well, I mean, if you don't like New York, then you simply don't like America.
I don't think that's true. I think there's a big chunk of America that loves America and doesn't like New York.
Except, where do you go?
If you want to see a Broadway play, you go to New York. If you want to see the Statue of Liberty, you go to New York.
Everybody has gone to New York.
If you want to walk around Central Park, you go to New York.
It's not a matter of you don't like it. It's simply that you're jealous.
Yes, that is 100%. That's
It's
like
New York.
I wonder the last time you said something that had that much truth. That's like when they say it's gold. Yeah, but that's gold and it's 99% pure.
You're a nincompoop.
It's jealous. It's jealousy. The size, the money, the power, the amount of winning in sports, yes. And just the amount of people from New York. The national media is as big a homer as anybody else, and a lot of them from New York. And people get tired of hearing about that.
We're coming up on the 25th anniversary of 9/11, which is awful. Mm-hmm. But where did they go?
I went to New York. And where do people go? And when we're in New York, where do we go? It's not like I'm in New York a lot. I could probably count on, I haven't been to New York 10 times in my life. But the first time I went, after the memorial was done, went down, and I had a friend living in New Jersey. He's like, I'll meet you here, and we'll walk down the, you know all these places. I didn't know any of them. He says, we'll walk down the west side. There's a big walk there. You'll see the river. You see Jersey, and we'll go until we hit the memorial. We'll walk around there. He says, I'll hop back. I can get my PATH train there and go back to Jersey, and I'll give you directions, and you'll walk up the High Line back to your hotel. I had never even heard of the High Line. That was a great walk. I was glad we went down there because obviously I watched it all on TV, and you want to go there. So yeah, he gave me like 3 or 4 things to do that were super cool in New York. But I grew up on the west side of the country. I don't live in New York.
Well, that's a fine side of the country.
Yeah, it is. You, Jersey, New York, childhood. You have warm fuzzies for New York that I'm just never going to have. But you're right. It's big, it's loud, it's brash, it's wealthy, it wins a lot. And those are all the reasons, and those all feed into jealousy, 100%.
Where's the parade on Thanksgiving?
Well, my dad told me it was Macy's and it was New York, but I never got up for that thing.
Where do we go to drop the ball?
Times Square. I have seen that. Yes, I've seen that.
Come on.
I think I saw Macy's when I was like 9. It's a big Peanuts balloon. What are we doing here?
L.A. has become the entertainment and all that, and Hollywood.
Yeah.
Where are all the morning shows Monday through Friday for only 70 years now? Where do they originate?
ABC is really close to Times Square because on one of those trips, and I was like, well, I guess I'm killing time in the morning, and I'm walking around with a guy I'm working with. We walked to Times Square. We walked right past the ABC studio. We kept going up. I think we had to veer a little to the right to get to Central Park, and we knocked them all out. Now, I guess you got to see Times Square at 2 a.m., not at 2 p.m. It's a little different beast.
Where does everything originate? It is time to celebrate.
San Diego.
San Diego is an awesome place, man.
It is, but
a knock against any of these other places.
Everything doesn't originate there.
Right.
I went there. I should have gone to Portland or Denver or something. I don't know. These are all nice places, but it's just different.
They're great places.
Yeah. I read a really interesting thing that because I thought New York was basically always New York in the history of the United States, and it's not true. Boston and Philly were it. And D.C. didn't exist. It was swampland. And New York was a clear number 3. And they built the subway first, which enabled more people to live closer together, which was more money, started to create its own weather, and New York just blossomed. And the wealth and the power that came with that, it went zooming past Philly and Boston, which are still big, great cities in their own right. But
where did
New York's
the Beatles
got its
go
own
when
thing.
they came over?
Ed Sullivan Show.
Does it ever end?
It does, probably. But not in this segment. You got 6 more minutes to the break. I'm sure you can sustain this for 6 more minutes.
I think you got to give the Knicks their due.
And not just the Beatles and Ed Sullivan, but then back to Shea Stadium.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just keeps happening. Yeah.
Mom, can you tell me a story?
Sure. Once upon a time, a mom needed a new car.
Was she brave?
She was tired, mostly. But she went to Carvana.com and found a great car at a great price. No secret treasure map required.
Did you have to fight a dragon?
Nope, she bought it 100% online. From her bed, actually.
Was it scary?
Honey, it was as unscary as car buying could be.
Did the car have a sunroof?
It did, actually.
Okay, good story.
Car buying you'll want to tell stories about. Buy your car today on
Carvana.
Delivery fees may apply.
The Knicks have got
You do have to give them their due.
the respect, and they've got it on the floor through earning it.
I think the East isn't as good, but that if you're great and everybody else in the East isn't as good, that's a them problem, not you. 2 things can be true. And to win 12 in a row, even in a regular season, if some team, it doesn't matter who it is, if some team wins 12 in a row, we're talking about it because it's just hard to do. Random stuff happens on random nights. 3s go in for the other team. You have an injury. 3s don't go in for you. Stuff can go wrong. To win 12 in a row, it takes something. And to dominate the way they have takes something also. There's a lot of blowouts. There's 2, maybe 3 close games. You could argue they won by double digits, but it wasn't really a double-digit game.
Right now, Becky Hammon is uttering Bill Walton's most famous quote.
Oh! Oh! I think what Jalen Brunson does on the court needs to be examined because it's obviously very good. I think, and it's been discussed, but I just think it's underappreciated. Yes, he's the best player, which goes to what Becky Hammon said. And not just Becky Hammon, but thousands of other people have said it, including me. And he won't change the rule. He'll just prove himself an exception to the rule. Because if he's the 3rd guy who's done it in 60 years, well, it's still not something that's done very often. And that is be a small guy, be the best player. But you know what he isn't? He's not the best paid player on the team. And he could have leveraged another 5, 10, 15 million out of him.
Yeah, you keep saying that, but
he's getting $35 million, which is
year as a
nothing.
player option. Mm-hmm. He can opt out and sign a 4-year, $323 million deal in 2028, or a 5-year, $418 million deal in 29. So by doing what he did, he positioned himself to earn more in the Supermax with this next contract.
All true.
He'll make more than he would have.
All true. Super savvy by him. I think there's a lot of people who wouldn't have done it. He did, and it wasn't, to your point, the point you're making here is, did he sacrifice? Yeah, but it's not a super big sacrifice. He sees the payday out there, and he knows he can get it.
He will get it.
But this year, okay, but they may have to let some guys go, and then they won't. And then they won't be a championship team. It is all of that. All of. Okay. It'll be harder to be a championship team because they'll have to let somebody go who's obviously contributing to this one. Maybe they find their champagne, they find some guy at $3 million who fills the role, and they still pull it off.
Who would they let go that would be that big of a deal?
Let me call up the roster. I had this figured out. Hart would be one of them.
I mean, he's okay.
I know, but you need that. You need those guys.
But and he's the only one that can give you what he's giving you? I don't think so.
Hold on a second.
I think he can. I got time.
Oh, Bridges. It was Bridges and Hart.
Bridges
were the two guys.
Is a nice player.
Yeah. Bridges is making $25 million.
Those are the two.
Hart is making $19 million. They both clearly contribute.
But I mean,
and if he was making 15 more, one of them would have to go.
But they're not winning anything on their own.
I just think that what he's done, taking less, even though you're right, he knows he's going to get more in the long run, has enabled them to build a better team around them. And I think you look at the NFL. The top quarterbacks, largely the best guys, are getting paid the most money. We can argue some exceptions there. But the top 10, only 5 made the playoffs. And 5 missed the playoffs. And guys who win the Super Bowl, the guy who wins the Super Bowl is making like 30 or 35 million, something like that. And in LA, when they won the Super Bowl, their quarterback wasn't paid top dollar. I think he was making 35 or 40.
Yeah, and they had
like
Aaron
that.
Darnold.
Yeah, and so you can put better talent around them. Not taking top dollar pays off.
But
taking top
the
dollar.
Josh Harts and Mikal Bridges of the world, they're journeymen.
But you still need the right journeyman to fit together.
Right, and who's to say you couldn't have gotten the right journeyman? It's much easier to find the journeyman than it is the Jalen Brunsons of the world.
Agreed. Denver thought they could put guys together, and they couldn't. They haven't. Maybe they will again.
Well, you got to look at the situation. When you beat somebody, what's it? If Denver is going up against the 80s Lakers, they ain't winning.
Yeah. I get it.
So the timing has to be right.
And the Knicks might take advantage of the Spurs youth, and you can say the timing.
Yeah.
It's easy, and maybe they couldn't have beaten the Thunder, but the Thunder weren't healthy, so they couldn't win, so they got knocked out. Teams catch breaks.
Right, so once you start incorporating the what-ifs, you don't get to decide when the what-ifs end.
Well, sure you do. That's why we're sports fans, and it's fun.
You have to include all the what-ifs. It's the same thing I say with the officiating. Once you incorporate officiating decisions, you cannot pick and choose which ones you like and don't like.
Okay, except at the same time you say that this is the fun of it, arguing about it, and this is the stuff we argue about, and so it's a blast, so you can't argue about it. It's just fun. But I think
argue all you want, but I'm saying you don't get to choose where it stops.
I think the underlying point here to the Knicks is set aside the New York jealousy, which I have as much as anybody. Set that aside. When a team wins 12 in a row and the vast majority of them are blowouts, they're really good and they're doing something right. And on the list of things that are really good, Karl Anthony Towns, great leadership. I loved what he said in the huddle. It played out on the scoreboard. He was right. That's part of being a champion. You're missing shots, which Jordan did in 98 against the Jazz. You got to keep playing. You got to say the right things in the huddle. And you got to know that the reason you win big and win championships is you're doing the big fun stuff, like hitting pressure shots. You got to do that. But you got to do all the little ugly stuff along the way. Jordan would defend like a beast, possession after possession. Kobe would defend like a beast, possession after possession. Everything mattered to those guys. I love that everything mattered to Karl Towns. That's why we should appreciate the Knicks' greatness, because that's part of greatness. And Brunson, he got stepped on. He got fallen into. He was playing through some pain out there. That's part of greatness. He did it. Are the Knicks catching some breaks? Yeah, probably. But so what?
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, they're winning.
I like what Mike Brown said afterward, that we were complaining, only he used the B word, about refereeing too much.
Yeah.
And Brunson's dad, who's on the staff, said, can we stop this?
Yeah.
And that's important.
Part of it, yes.
You can't focus on that stuff.
Yes.
Because you can only focus at one thing at a time. And you got to get away from that. And you're down by 15, but it's the third quarter. In the NBA, unless it's a 20-point lead with 5 minutes to go, or 30 or 40 or something outrageous, you're always in the game.
Stuff can happen. As we saw last night, there were so many runs in that game.
14, 15 points with 18 minutes to go. It's nothing.
The Knicks have the upper hand. The Spurs have the upper hand.
Yeah.
The Knicks have the upper hand. The Spurs have the upper hand at halftime. The Spurs by 14. The Knicks tied the thing up. And then the Knicks go up by 8, and the Spurs drop a 9-0 run and are up 95-94, and they don't score again.
The Spurs body language they had a little flurry at the end of the first half. That bothered me. They were celebrating like they actually did something. It's like a 7-point lead. BFD.
Champagne, it's funny, and you're talking and you're making faces, but it's like you're on a hot streak of threes. I mean, you're 5 of 6. Steph Curry thinks that's a hot streak. And the game is not over. It's like a 5, 6, 7-point game.
That's what I'm saying. I thought they celebrated too much. Let it go. Walk off the floor.
Young team, haven't been in that spot before.
That's probably it.
Yeah. All right. 12 in a row, a bunch of blowouts. They're doing something right. And we're seeing the little things they're doing right as well as the big things they're doing right. There's a whole list of them. And yet, it's still game one. Does it mean they're going to win the series?
It does not. No, not at all.
Not at all. But nonetheless, it's been 12 great games of basketball out of the Knicks. All right, DJ and PK. More on this with Andy Bailey coming up at 8:30. Stay with us right here on The Zone.
Hey, sweetie, your mother showed me this Carvana thing for selling the car. I'm going to give it a try. Wish me luck. Me again. I put in the license plate. It gave me an offer. Unbelievable. Okay, I accepted the offer. They're picking it up Tuesday from the driveway. I haven't even left my chair. It's done. The car's gone. I'm holding a check. Anyway, Carvana, give it a whirl. Love ya.
So good, you'll want to leave a voicemail about it. Sell your car today on
Carvana.
Pickup fees may apply.